Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and welcome to the Grateful Yardy podcast. It's your boy Drew talking to things and upon the ends. I am recording this, and the date is December 25th, the year of our Lord. I like to say it that way, 2017. Right now, I am driving to go pick up Christmas dinner. And when I said I'm heading to Mandarin, which is a Chinese buffet here in the great city of, or great country and province of Ontario, Canada. I live in Mississauga, and you've heard me say that time in and time out. The roads are a little slick and slidey because they are foreign, and you know, say foreign have something called snow. Alright, so bear with me if you hear little bumps and bruises as I drive along. But I wanted to record this just to say that what am I looking forward to doing and stuff in 2018? What am I looking forward? What's there to look forward to? What's on the horizon? As we all know, we don't know the future unless you're a clairvoyant or whatever, medium, psychic, whatever. I'm not. I don't protest to be one of these things. So I don't know the future. But what I'm excited about going into 2018 is the possibilities of change. And as a 36-year-old man, I can't be afraid of change. Because when you have children, they grow up and they change. Your marriage changes, relationships changes, friends change, work changes. But you can't be afraid of change. But on a personal note, what I'm excited for when the calendar turns from 2017 to 2018 is actually the first day. It's my New York Rangers playing Buffalo Sabres at Citizen Bank Field in Queens, New York for the 10th anniversary of the Winter Classic. I'm excited because I like to always see the pomp and circumstance that comes behind the Winter Classic and the outdoor hockey rink thing, and it's cool, it's awesome. It was here last year in Toronto for the Centennial Classic. We also saw the NHL 100 game in Ottawa a few weeks ago. That was pretty cool to see and blah blah blah. And it's just awesome to know that my New York Rangers, which turned it around with their early season early season start was kind of horrible. We lost to the Leafs a few nights ago. But to see that we're going to be in the Winter Classic a week's time when the calendar turns 2018, I'm looking forward to that. As a professional wrestling fan and a pro wrestling fan, if you want to speak in the terms of Japanese wrestling, I'm also excited for January 4th, which is Wrestle Kingdom 12, which has the main event of Okada and Naito for the IWGP Heavyweight title belt, and also maybe the most anticipated match in the last year going into the new year would be Alpha versus Omega, with Kenny Omega, the IWGP United States champion, going up against one of my all-time favorites, Chris Jericho, the guy that knows how to reinvent himself in this game known as professional wrestling. The things that they did, the whole him issuing the challenge and then him showing up on one of the shows and beating up Kenny Omega, and then Kenny Omega at the press conference beating him up. It's all on New Japan World, or it's called NJPWworld.com. That's where you can watch what's it called? Wrestle Kingdom 12. The card is stacked. It's awesome. You're gonna enjoy it. I've been watching since Wrestle Kingdom 10. I've enjoyed all the Wrestle Kingdom shows that I've seen. I've delved into New Japan very much in the last, I would say, 2 to 3 years. I enjoy it. The in-ring product is bar none. The more sports orientated towards wrestling is amazing, and I enjoy it. So I'm also looking forward to that January 4th. It's coming on at wee hours in the morning, so I'll probably pick it up later in the day and enjoy it there. Also, later on in January 28th to be exact, we have the Double Rumble, which is the Royal Rumble the WWE presents on their WWE network. I don't consider them calling them pay-per-views anymore. I call them network specials because even though they're on pay-per-view, majority of people are going to pick this up for $9.99 or $11.99 in Canada on the network, so they're network specials. So the Dual Rumble, which means you have the traditional 30-man over-the-top Royal Rumble to determine who main events, who is going up for a title at WrestleMania, and also they introduced the first ever women's Royal Rumble match, which I'm very excited about because you could see some legend females popping up in that match. As usual, for me, the Royal Rumble is one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time. I've always enjoyed the Royal Rumble because you never knew who might pop up from the past. You never knew who might win it. So recent years, we've seen who is going to win it, and I don't like that, but it's always a fun pay-per-view to tune into. All right? Personally, I'm very excited that for my birthday this year, my wife, love her to death, went out and said, go look for a gym to go train at for MMA or whatever, to get yourself in shape, get your mind right, get your body right. Because the thing is, when your mind's not right, your body's not right, and everything is off. And I know me personally, I have not been 100%. Yes, I have fun doing this podcast. I always have and always will. But I know mentally and physically, I don't feel like I should. And I'm so excited that starting in January for myself, I am headed to a gym locally here in Mississauga called Battle Arts Academy. That is run by Anthony Sorelli, also known as Santino Morella. And I'm excited because I'm going to be able to learn kickboxing and MMA and do a little mat wrestling and boxing, etc., etc. Get in shape, get my mind right, meet some new people. I am over the moon about this gift. I am amped to 150%. I am so ready for this. I think this is going to be this thing I talk about with you guys later on next year. And also I'm thinking that I might document my weight loss journey on my YouTube channel known as Good for Yardy Podcast. And maybe it's something I think about doing, documenting my journey at Battle Arts, what I've learned, who I've met, etc., if they're cool with it, etc., etc. I'm just excited that 2018 is going to be a change. Yes, 2017 was a rough year. My wife was very sick with our second daughter. Our second daughter was born prematurely. She passed away 17 days later, and we miss her to death, and I love her to death, and I will never forget her. And I know what she's taught me was that nobody can ever tell you you can't. Nobody ever should tell you you can't do something and you shouldn't stop something. And I'm telling people in 2018, do not let nobody, and I mean nobody, tell you you're worthless, tell you you can't do something, tell you you can't strive. If you have a dream and you have a goal, put the effort in. Put it in. Put in the work. Me, I know I want to lose weight and I want to get back in shape and I want to have abs and I want to look tight and I want to do all these things, and I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for somebody else. I'm doing it for me because I know that's what's going to make me feel 100% better about myself. Yes, I'm happy. Yes, I'm grateful. Yes, I'm joyous. Yes, all those things. My faith thing is turned up to 90. I believe and I have faith in God, and I know that if I put in the work, great things will happen for me. If I put in the work to meet great people, I will meet great people. If I put in the work in this podcast, I will reap what I sow. And that's what I want people to take away. Whatever happened in 2017, if you were not happy with it, if you weren't happy with the way you went professionally, you're not happy on a job, you're not happy at where you are at work, do not blame the work. You have to put in the work. So in 2018, put in the work. Do the work. Okay? Do the work. That is my motto for you going into 2018, people. Do the work. Put in the work. Whatever you're trying to do, no matter if you want to be a better parent, put in the work. You want to be a better student, put in the work. You want to be a better boyfriend, put in the work. You want to be a better daughter and son, put in the work. If you put everything that you muster up, every inch, every effort to make it better, and you still feel that it wasn't good enough, Sometimes it's the people around you. And sometimes you need to change the players. I always hear Booker T say this, and I'm a wrestling fan, so my wrestling cliches will come out. Don't hate the player, hate the game. The game never changes. It's the players that do. The players are the ones that change. So if you are with a team of people leaving 2017 and they're all about drama, and they're all about strife, and they're all about kicking down other people, and they're all about all that foolishness, all that jazz, if that's what they're about, and you're not about that life, you need to cut that. That's what you need to do. Cut it out. You need to cut it out. Why bring it into 2018 with you? 2018 for you needs to be an uplifting life for you. You need to add people in your life that are going to be great for you, that are going to care about you, care about what you're moving towards to do, not about their own agenda and what they personally can get from you. That's what we call leech parasite. That's what we call leech and parasites. You know, bear with me, because out here is sticky and I'm catching the mandarin. Don't worry. Taking my time. But I want people to understand very clearly. Do the work. Take out the negativity. I don't want to hear people say they go to the gym. Look, I heard a man say this. They tell you have to go to the dentist every two times a year. Okay? But what do we do on a daily basis 2 times a day for 2 minutes? Brush our teeth. Nobody tells you that. Nobody says that to you, that or tells you have to brush your teeth. You know what I mean? We teach kids that, and then eventually what happens? They get into the repetition. So if you are trying to lose weight, and you have a trainer, or you go to the gym and and the person at the gym says cut out certain foods, and you don't, and 6 months later you're saying, boy, I didn't lose no weight, I only put on weight. You know why you put on weight? You didn't listen, and you didn't cut out what you needed to cut out. If it's people, if it's food, if it's alcohol, if it's drama, if it's strife, whatever it is, cut it out. Don't bring it with you into 2018. Leave it behind. Don't do that. Leave it behind. That is my words of wisdom for y'all people. All right? As always, links to the social media is in the description down below. Also, I want to give, for me, the artist of 2017, for me personally, his specialty. She have a wicked EP that is talking about her journey with hyperemesis gravidarum. And if you don't know what that is, there is a website, and it's called helpher.org. It's an organization that is helping mothers and families that are going through this disease that affects over 1 million women globally. Let me break down the math for you. You have 100% of women, right? 18% of women are going to get the standard in pregnancy. They're going to get the standard morning sickness. Okay? They're going to get let me get this right. 80%, not 18, 80% of women that are pregnant are going to get the standard morning sickness. We know they can't eat, they blip, they're good, they go on. The morning continues, and 18% either get none or they get mildly severe morning sickness. So they might not be able to eat for a few months. They might not be able to get proper nutrients. They might not be able to take down their prenatal vitamins, etc., etc. Hyperemesis gravidarum affects the other 2%. This is where there's extreme nausea, extreme vomiting, loss of weight. All these things happen. Okay? These women some have to be hospitalized on IVs and feeding tubes and etc., etc. For more information about this, I will leave the website for her in the description. And the Her Foundation is always looking for donations to educate, to fund more research, because there is no test, there is no cure. And as a father of a survivor of HG, a partner of somebody that also survived HG, and a father that lost a child to this disease. Because it's not only it affects the children. 1 in 3 children do not make it home if their mother has had hyperemesis gravidarum. Okay, I'm not trying to scare people, but this is real out there, as them would say. It's real. This shit is real, and I want people to understand that this is no joke. Okay, when I say 1 million globally, you know you have somebody in your life. You're a man, you got a girlfriend, you got a sister, you got co-workers. Educate yourself and educate them about it, and that's how the word gets spread. 2%, it doesn't even seem like a big number, but it is. When you break it down globally, 2% equals to 1 million women are affected by this. Pregnant women, 1 million globally. Pregnant women are affected by hyperemesis. I can't even say the word. Hyperemesis gravidarum. When you go Google it, Google HD pregnancies, read up about it, educate about it. You go to work, coming off the holidays, start telling people about it. Because you don't know. I didn't know. Me and my wife, we chose to have our first child back in late 2012. Found out she's pregnant, we all happy, things are great. Then boom, 8 weeks later, boom, she gets hit with HD. Mash her up. We're lucky. We have our beautiful daughter, older daughter. This time around was a lot more rougher. You've heard me talk about it in other podcasts, but I'm just telling you, before I go in 2017, people, this thing out here is real. Educate yourself about it, all right? God bless. Stay grateful. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. See you in 2018. Peace.